Music and Talk with Mike Live.
Name that one. What was the one record that you did where the game just looked like a goblin, bro?
Oh yeah, Martians vs. Goblins. Yeah, with Tyler the
Martians
Creator.
vs. Goblins.
Yeah, that was a dope one.
That's a classic video.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I see Game using some of those shots for all types of stuff to this day.
Yeah, shout out to Chuck. He has a new album coming out, so shout out to him.
The Game got a new album coming out.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna be like real, like West Coast.
Oh,
What label is it
sound-
on? That's
it's
that's who I'm curious.
It's gonna sound so West Coast.
How many times is the Game gonna say palm trees though?
Right. Well, West Coast.
How many times
West
you
Coast.
gonna bang on somebody?
Right.
I mean, look.
But I do have something that's really important that I'm working on right now, and that's a mental health documentary about mental health, mental illness, and kind of the differences, and just bringing awareness to this.
Wow.
It was based off of an NBA player named Royce White, who was drafted 16th overall in the 2012 draft, and he decided to not play for the NBA because they didn't have a mental health protocol in place, and he forewent hundreds of millions of dollars
Wow.
to take a stand. And against the stigma and certain things that are going on as far as in our culture, we don't teach this, and a lot of people think since you can't see a broken bone, you can't see scratches or anything like that, no sniffles or no cough, that it's not present. But it's 1 in 5 Americans are going to deal with either have a mental illness or going to have sort of trauma or anxiety that's going to cause a mental illness. So, for me, it's bigger than music videos, and it's bigger than just that culture. But I'm also going to include so many of the connections that I've made to make it relevant, so that people who are watching the Kardashians or who are watching these reality shows that doesn't really have too much substance are going to want to watch this based on who's in it. But then it's going to teach them that if you're thinking this way, it might be you might want to just go talk to somebody. You know what I mean? And then just allow that dialogue to take place, and hopefully just teach everybody a little bit about how we need to take care of our minds, not just our body. So,
Matt,
I'm excited.
Man, I feel inspired right now. I'm serious though, man, because you know what? This has been something I've told my wife about. If I wasn't in the radio business, I'd be working to help people's minds.
It's real.
It's the biggest business, and it's booming. Listen to me. If you could do it, you could deal with it, go do that. Because this world, we got enough mechanics. We got enough people talking on microphones. I'm just being honest.
But people don't even know about this stuff. That's the tough part, and that's what I didn't really realize is with documentaries. 6 months of this is going to be just research on my part as far as being an expert in this field, and I'm learning so much. Every 40 seconds somebody dies or somebody commits suicide. Every 40 seconds.
It's crazy.
That's it based off of some sort of anxiety or mental illness or mental disorder, and then not having the ability to talk about it because of the stigma, or maybe possibly losing your job, or possibly the consequences with your friends or things like that.
Life.
And then if they do talk about it, where do they go? Because they say that there's these resources, but there's really not too many resources. We're not learning about it in schools, and it affects, like I said, 1 in 5. 1 in 5. So a couple of us in this room. You know what I mean? So it's
Crazy.
but no one's talking.
I'm
about
looking
it.
around. Who crazy in this motherfucker right now?
And the the proposed title that I have for the documentary is "We're All a Little Bit Crazy," and it's just trying to bring everybody in and say we're all the same. We're all a little fucking nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know I'm nuts.
Hey.
You have to be nuts in the art game, though. I think off top.
Catch me on a Thursday and I'm tired and shit from the week. Maybe Friday I might be all right because it's Friday.
Yeah.
Thursday, watch out.
Yeah.
Start getting pissed. My wife like, you grumpy as fuck.
But just think about that.
Thursday, I'm tired.
Think about that Thursday, but then think about the millions of people who just go out and drink and then do whatever and are not taking care of their mind just as much as they need to take care of their bodies.
Yeah.
And then over years, what does that lead to? And then you have unhealthy relationships, you have unhealthy marriages, and you're teaching unhealthy things to your kids, and this is continuing. I mean, this is a major issue that needs to be addressed, and I'm excited I get to be the forefront of this.
Matt Alonzo, he speaks for himself. I can't say anything else about this man other than he knows what he's talking about when it comes to life. He's a smart individual.
We're all learning.
He's been behind the lens for many years. I'm glad that you came to shoot this show today.
Of course.
I can't wait to see this, man. So
it was a great show.
Matt Alonzo, thanks for coming through today and just talking and blessing us over here.
Appreciate you. Always.
Yeah, always,
anytime.
bro. Khrissy B.
What's up?